kind of exciting night and standing room only, and it's for a positive thing. So thank you for being here for a positive thing. If you would, Mary, will you please call the roll?
Here.
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 Wonderful. And for those of you who can stand, if you'd like to stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance, and then stay standing for just a moment of silent reflection. Appreciate it.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Let me be seated. All right. Moves us to the adoption of the agenda. Is it all board members had a chance to review the agenda? And if so, any questions? If not, I will accept a motion.
I move to adopt the agenda for August 11, 2025 as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Okay. Moving it to the minutes, prior minutes. As all the board members had a chance to review the minutes, and if so, if there's any questions, comments, corrections. If not, I will accept a motion.
I'll move. Oh, go ahead.
I move to approve the minutes of July 14th, 2025 as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Please, Mary. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 All right. Moves us into my favorite part of the recognitions. Mr. Lavender.
Mr. Cruz, can you go tell this congressman we're ready? Well, good evening, everybody. I appreciate everybody's patience. We wanted to make sure tonight we were able to recognize as many people as possible. And I think we probably hit our limit, didn't we? But it's important because each of these individuals we're recognizing tonight certainly deserves the recognition from our United States Congressman Juan Ciscomani. He is just finishing up having a conversation with somebody, and he'll be right in here. But these are the Juan Ciscomani, Congressman Juan Ciscomani American Dream Inspiration Awards. And the congressman will share a little bit about his background, his family background, and how important education was to him in becoming a United States congressman. Currently, he's serving in his third term in the United States Congress. He's on the Appropriations Commission, or Appropriations Committee. For those that are familiar with Congress, you know that's the committee that allocates the money. And so it's a really important committee. Mr. McEwen, can you tell him I'm running out of things to say? So, are they on their way?
How about this weather?
How about the Bills? Yeah, pretty much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to introduce to you our United States Congressman Juan Ciscomani. Go on, sir.
Okay, great. That was my official introduction. Okay, got it. I was just waiting. Well, can everybody hear me okay? Yeah? All right. Oh, what a packed room. I think this is the fullest I've seen this room.
Yes, sir.
This is great. This is amazing. Well, yeah, I'm Juan Ciscomani. I am your congressman, and I'm honored to be here today with you for this special event. The board, always good to see all of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the work that you all do as well. the audience, of course, we have students, we have parents, we have members of the community, we have employees of the district. And I want to give special thanks to Jeff Lavender, who has been a great friend for a number of years. We first met, God, I have 6 kids now, so maybe that was 5 kids ago that I met him. So I measure my years in kids because that's the easiest thing to do. My oldest is in high school, a junior, and my youngest is in 1st grade. So we got a 1st grader, a 3rd grader, a 4th grader, a 6th grader, a 9th grader, and a 11th grader. So I really appreciate schools. I'm a product of public education. So now my background, let me give you a little bit about that and then let you know why these awards are so important, that the ones that we're going to be able to recognize you with. And we're going to get right to it because that's what we want to do. And I see people fanning. It's warm in here with so many bodies and so much hot energy. But I grew up in Tucson, but I was born in Mexico. So I immigrated to the U.S. with my family when I was 11, and then became a U.S. citizen in 2006. And then 16 years later, after becoming a U.S. citizen, I was elected to the United States Congress as the first immigrant from Mexico in Arizona's history to reach that position. I tell you that because that's where the American Dream theme comes from. You know, we hear a lot about this in elections, and if your baby is fine, okay? I don't want you to worry. If they want to come up here, they can. I'll hold them as I talk. I've done that 1,000 times. I'll even change diapers. I've done that 1,000 times too. I remember my dad telling me this. Now I'll tell you real quick about my dad. My dad was a school bus driver for a number of years, and then drove buses for the city as well. And I remember him telling me this right before I launched the campaign for this seat the first time. He said, "Well, I want you to think of something. Where else in the world could we have our story?" He said, "We come to the country, we immerse in the culture, we learn English, we go through the long process of becoming U.S. citizens." He said, "I drove a bus my whole life, and now my son has a shot at becoming a member of the United States Congress. Where else in the world could we have that story?" And the answer is nowhere else but here in this nation. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. My dad said, "But go out there and talk about the great things about our nation. Because if we don't, then we're going to go negative." And he says, "Yeah, that's not who you are." He says, "You're a happy warrior. So get out there and talk about the great things. Talk about the American dream." Now, that American dream looks different for every person, right? For some, it may be a career in finance, or a teacher, or a doctor, an attorney, a plumber, whatever it may be. It is your own version of the American dream. And that's what we'd like to celebrate, that. Your own pursuit of that happiness, of being able to go do that. And what's the government's role in that? To just set up an environment. The government doesn't create American dream stories. You all create it. The individuals do. What the government is supposed to do is create an environment where you can go out there and start a business if you want to, or go to school and you want to, or provide the best education possible so that you can go do what you want to do. And that's what the American dream is all about. And that's what I'm so passionate about. In my case, I chose this career, and I'm proud of it, and I'm happy about it. On most days, my younger sisters chose different ones. The middle one is in the private sector in the electric company in Tucson, and that's what she does. The youngest one is determined to never make money in her life. She works at a church. That's great. It's awesome for her. She went to a Bible college, and now she's in ministry. That's what she does. She prays for me every day. I need it more than she knows, and I appreciate that. So it's your own version. I'll tell you this quick story real quick. I talk about my dad quite a bit, and my mom is what we call like our pillar of faith. She's always praying for us and giving that. So that combination of hard work for my dad and faith for my mom is really what provided me the best upbringing that I could ever hope. But someone asked me one time, "You talk about your dad all the time about the American dream, but he was a bus driver. How is that the American dream?" He drove buses his whole life. I said, "Well, let me go ask him." I really didn't. I had an answer that I wanted to give the guy, but it wasn't going to be a proper answer to give the guy, right? So I went to go ask my dad straight up, and I call him Kefe, right? I said, "Kefe, this is what they told me." I said, what do you think?" And he says, "Well, let me tell you this." He said, I work all week, clock in at 4:30 in the morning, clock out on Friday, then go to the kids' games over the weekend, go to church, spend time with your mom, clock back in on Monday at 4:30 again, and go back to work. And I said, yeah, that's kind of what they're talking about. Then he said, when was the last time you clocked out? It's like, I actually never clock out. He says, sounds to me like I'm the one living the American dream, not you. So what that taught me is that there is no blueprint for the American dream and the way it's supposed to look. It's not about money. It's not about title. It's not about position. It's about you doing what you're able to do, what makes you happy, what provides for your family. What do you think you were called to do? And I can look around this room and look at so many backgrounds, different things that you've all done, giving back to the community. Whether it's in the private sector, public sector, whatever it may be, you're doing something for your community. You're doing something for your family. And that's what we're recognizing here today. You're not just showing up to work, clocking in, clocking out, and that's it. You're showing up with a purpose. And that's what the American dream is all about. Not about a title, not about a position, not about the amount of money that you're making, but about you being able to hold your head up high and say, I show up for my family and for my community. And I make an honest day living every single day with what was given to me. Last thing I'll say is this. One of the best things that I can do, that I love to do in this job, is to go and speak at the naturalization ceremonies. Have any of you been there one? How many of you have been naturalized citizens that you became a U.S. citizen by process? A few hands, okay? So you know the process is not easy. It's long and expensive, bureaucratic. How many of you have been to a naturalization ceremony where people are becoming U.S. citizens? Gosh, not a lot of hands. I really encourage you to go and experience that. I like to go every time I'm home. I like to go. And you know what? I tell the people in the audience that it looks very much like this one, a diverse audience. I say, I know exactly what you're going through, what you went through. And they look at me like, okay, sure you do. No. I know exactly what you went through because I went through it myself. As an adult, I became a U.S. citizen. I said, so I understand the process, the joy, the tears, the American spirit, and the optimism that you feel in this moment. Don't let that die out. And don't let your future generations forget the sacrifice that you made so that you could be here. My parents tell me, I'm so proud of you. I tell them, thank you, but you know what? I will never have to make a decision that you had to make, which was to leave your home country and start a new life in a new country. So if anybody has made a big sacrifice, it's you guys. So let's not forget all the contributions that we come up with the community, but it's not just about obviously only those that are immigrants can pursue that American dream. It's open for everyone, obviously. And that's what I want to leave you with. And I'll leave you with this one piece of advice. I tell my kids this almost on a daily basis. And I tell this to the naturalization ceremony audience, and I'll tell you this today. One thing is offered to me every single day, and it's offered to my kids every single day. And I can guarantee you that it's offered to you all every single day. And I deny it every single time that it is. You know what it's called? A victim mentality. A victim mindset. People telling me, you can't do that. There's never been an immigrant from Mexico elected to any federal office in Arizona. You can't do that. You should go run in the Hispanic district where you'll have a better chance of it. Go do this, go do that, not here, not there. I put all that aside. I set my goals where I wanted to do, and I went for it, and I do not take that invitation to feel sorry for myself for the struggles, where I come from, or the challenges that I've faced, just like all of you have as well. So I encourage you to keep pushing for whatever it is that you have, those dreams and goals, whether you are starting out in school or you're done and you want to go back, whatever it may be. In this country, anything you still want to do and you put your mind to it, you can go ahead and pursue it and get it. You just got to believe in it and not let circumstances push you down, or you believe that you can't do it because of where you come from, how you were raised, or your race, or your skin color, or any of that stuff. Go out and get it. What we're going to celebrate here today are the American Dream Awards, because you're all going above and beyond. You're calling in work, you're calling in this district, You're doing more things for the community than any of us could ever imagine. So thank you for letting me share a few words with you all. It's an honor to be your congressman. It's an honor to be your representative. I'm in my second term. I'm still enjoying it. I had black hair when I started this job and no beard. Now it's a beard and white hair. So things are going downhill pretty fast. But you know what? We're still enjoying it, all right? We're still enjoying it. So, Jeff, you've got the order?
Yes, Congressman, this is our third annual American Dream Inspirational Awards, and I'm going to introduce you some extraordinary educators at this time. Our first is Michelle Bottomley. While Miss
Getting a lot of pictures. Yeah. Sit up, like Mom used to say, sit up.
Don, you're next if you want to head over there.
I know, yeah. I'm Michelle. So we'll give you this. Nice to meet you. And we'll hold this together and take a picture right here. Is this good or
Yes,
further a
we're
little
good.
back?
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Another one more. 1, 2, 3. Great. There you go.
All right,
So sorry. Oh, yeah, your competition. Yes. Thank you.
next is John Craig.
Nice to meet you. There you go. All right.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That's a good one.
Next is a fellow Wildcat, Monica Diaz.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Go Cats, that's right. Showcase this right there.
Ryan, you're next.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Next is Ryan Faulkner. Joy, you're next. Joy.
Great. There you go, man.
Next is Dr. LaJoy Gardner. Harley, you're next. Harley, you're next.
One more.
Next is Harley Gregg.
Oh, great.
Next is Jolene Hanson.
Thank you.
Next is Jamie Harris. Next is board member Kelly Harrington.
Thank you. A great one.
Next is Jennifer Kortson. Norma. Next is Norma McAlor. Diane, Esther's next.
Igualmente, felicidades. Siga adelante. Gracias.
Next is our Esther Martinez, who drives one of our buses, Congressman. Karina, you're next.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Amazing. Here you go.
You want to slide around? Did you get a good picture?
What an amazing story. Incredible. Here you go. Thank you for putting us on this.
Next is Karina Mendoza.
Well, first of all, let me say congratulations. Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Maria, you're next. Okay.
One more. Get a picture with your family.
CJ, I added her to the list, so maybe they didn't get the updated list, so we can get one to her.
Thank you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and then one more. What pictures are you gonna be in?
Next is Maria Navarro.
I love the family approach. So you guys can bring your family stuff every time. Yes. All right. Congratulations. Here you go. And you're welcome.
Sabrina.
Oh, that's right. Great. Yes. You guys want to hold this one? Here you go, baby. All right. I can scoot over to the left a little bit. One more.
Welcome to my world.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next is Sabrina Packard.
Oh, I love it. I love it. How are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes. Bring it in. Bring it in, family.
Ernie, you're next. Oh, you're after Veronica.
Oh, yeah.
Ernie,
1, 2, 3.
Veronica, then you.
Good work. You have to smile for that.
Next, sir, is Veronica Price.
You're on deck. This one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
I'm sorry. Congratulations. Oh, keeps the lights on. I like it.
1, 2, 3.
One more here. You want poison? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes.
Man, you got the coolest haircut. Look at that. Here, let's hold this, okay?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
One more. Let me guess, you're in high school? Oh, God, you're too big. 8th grade. What? No way. I'm kidding this voice.
So next is Ernie Razzo.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Nice to meet you too. Hi. Over here, and then we'll get right in the middle right here. Is this, yeah. She should be very proud. There you go. Yeah, there we go. How are you? Hi. What's up? What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up, man? Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
All right. Okay.
I think you're all right. Squeeze it in.
Yep.
A little bit.
One. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go. That's a good idea.
1, 2, 3.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Great. Awesome. Great work. You should be very proud of your little boy. Yes.
Next, sir, is Diana Ritchie. Congressman, Diana is Director of Transportation. So if your dad would like to continue living the American dream, she needs a bus driver. Next is Jesus Jesse Rodriguez.
One, two, three, four. Got it. Got them all. Yeah. Let's see, man. Bring it in. There you go, Jesse.
Some of you on this side.
Hi, how are you?
Stay on side. There you go. All right.
When I have you squeeze it.
Yep. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
More. 1, 2, 3. What's his name? Dominic.
Dominic.
There you go. All right. Good. Thanks, Anna. Good work. Good work.
Next is Christina Saucedo Grigg.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Vibes. There we go. There we go.
1, 2, 3.
One more over here.
This next one is Angela Weddle. Angela was on Channel 3 on Friday talking about our new cell phone policy.
1, 2, 3.
Marissa Cordova. Okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Next is Marissa Cordova Yap.
Okay. We'll get you a plaque. Thank you. Thank you. Here you go.
Okay.
Hold it.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, Congressman, as you know, it takes a village to raise children, support children. And so now we're going to recognize some of our community partners that assist our school district and support. First, Michael Cruz from Lucid, former elementary board member.
She will drastically improve this picture when she joins.
1, 2, 3.
One more here. Yes, please. We'll get you in the middle. Yes. No, you're gonna be in the middle. You're gonna be holding this right there.
One,
Two more.
Anthony Edwards was not able to join us tonight because he had a city council function, but he and the congressman did spend a few minutes earlier today together. Our next, Dallas Giddens from Giddens Tire Pro. Dallas has donated over $10,000 to our automotive program in the last year.
One, two, three.
Is there a story behind your name, like a cool story?
Well, my dad was named Dallas.
I'm from Texas. Okay.
But I lived here for 40 years.
Your dad was Dallas and you're from Texas. That's enough.
Our next was a teacher, coach, principal, superintendent. He's retired now, but he organizes our 9/11 Community Service Day as well as our MLK Service Day each year. Scott McEwen.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
He says, I'm nothing special. I said, your name's on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, when he goes people's directions, meet me at my building.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, man? I didn't know if it was winning or what we're doing. Well, it's not really great for myself to see you stand next to you. Yeah, please, shrink up your arms a little bit. See. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Here. Give me this, sir. And somebody else can hold this one. Anyone want to hold it? Right there.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next from our Tri-Valley newspaper, Jody Newell, who does an excellent job covering our school district.
Jody, gracias. Always good to see you. Thank you. Here you go.
Hello.
And one more. Perfect. We cannot do a selfie. I mean, you gotta do it. Every time I see you, do a selfie. So we're gonna grab your phone real quick. Let's do it. Was that your phone?
No, this is mine.
Oh, well, then I'll do it. Jody and I always do a selfie for years now, every time we see each other. So there we go. So we'll do a selfie.
You don't have to. That's okay.
Don't act like you don't take selfies, Jody.
Penny.
There it is. There
Next congressman is the gentleman last November who represented our community so well when he fought to a draw in a boxing match, but he gives so much to our community through different things. Abel Ramos.
extraordinary family. I met him before. I didn't see you in the audience, man. Good to see you again, brother. Yeah. And what a great fight that was. Thank you. So close, too. How you doing, dude? Doing good? Oh, nice to meet you. Yeah, I see that. I was going to ask. Of course, you don't ask. Great. This is your first? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, they want to beat me in 6. Please do, but we're done. So remember, let's stop at 6. Señor, ¿cómo estamos? Gusto verlo. Diana, gusto verla. I'll let you hold this. How about you hold this? You gotta show the belly though, because that hand's the biggest part of this. Right there.
He's also a graduate from our high school, so do better. 1, 2, 3.
One more. Actually, let me switch. Will you get next to Ava ribbon? That way, down the picture. Véngase para acá, se quita.
All right.
Abrácele, abrácele.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2. All right. Hey, octubre, 5 de octubre. Qué bonito. All babies. Niña. Oh, felicidades. Gracias.
Thanks for coming, Abel. Next, he's got a record of 22-1, but he'll tell you 23-1 because he knocked me out once in an exhibition fight. Jesus Mano Ramos.
Perfecto, perfecto. ¿Qué tal? Gusto verlo otra vez. Hola. ¿Qué tal? Mucho gusto. ¿De vuelta? Sí, otra vez, claro. Aquí nos dan, mira. Ponemos aquí.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Esto, esto. One more here. And then I think over there, right? Right there now. Esto, bueno. Felicidades, felicidades.
And last, sir, he's on 5 boards here in town. He's president of the Casa Grande Food Bank, Kenny Salinas. Congressman Earl? He didn't show. Is it here?
Yeah, just scooch a little bit. Sorry.
So, Congressman, earlier today, you were talking about being with Michael Bidwell. Kenny is the Cardinals' biggest fan. I think you should take a selfie and send it to Michael now, recognizing your biggest fan tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey, Michael, I'm here in, I'll drop the phone. I'm here in I'm not even going to edit that. I'm here in Casa Grande for a great award ceremony for American Greek. And I met here Kenny, who is the biggest fan of the Cardinals, watched the game over the weekend. What do you want to say to Michael Bidwell?
Michael, I'll be at every game, every regular season away game and home game this season.
Look at that. Look at that. This is the guy right here. Like, all right.
So, Congressman, I just got one more award. John Gordon and Damon West wrote a book called The Coffee Bean. And they talked about when you throw a carrot into boiling water, it goes soft. When you throw an egg into coffee or boiling water, it cracks. But when you throw a coffee bean into coffee, it comes out as coffee and it smells beautiful. You have certainly been a coffee bean for this school district. Coming here tonight to recognize all these extraordinary staff, community partners. So I have a book to thank you for coming tonight. I even autographed it.
Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Fantastic.
Hey, we got to see you more often, man. Good to see you. We're back, right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
So if we could let the congressman and his staff exit And then we'll go ahead and let everyone else go, and then we'll get down to the business of the evening. So, Congressman, thanks again for coming. I'll talk to you soon. Sir, if you want to let those go, then we can start it.
At this time, if you would like to leave the meeting and enjoy the rest of your evening, please do so. Thank you for coming again, and congratulations to all those wonderful people out there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you get a pick? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Está una niña aquí en silla de ruedas. Dice, párate y mueve la silla.
Here, can you go this way? I think there's someone. Okay, let me move them then. Okay.
Bueno, pues ya vete por allá. Hi. Hi. Is it on? I'm just kidding.
Hey, look, these were good. These were actually good. The seats.
A lot of bodies.
How to go with that family?
Says this is what our facilities look like, and we expect our flag and other football players to practice.
Thank you.
I think this is the law.
Yeah, I don't know, so it's probably
Go out there tomorrow.
All right, we're going to get started here shortly.
That way you'll have my.
Sorry, what's your name? I've never been here before, I just filled this out to talk. Yeah, I was so shocked.
Hey, how are you?
I told Lavender, I was like,
Yep.
11 things. Was I just blind? I've never been here before. Oh, you're being recognized.
Okay, Mary? Mary? Yeah.
Yes.
Mary? Mary?
Yeah.
Could you just pass it down to Mary?
Yep.
And then.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks you. Oh, yeah, good.
All right. Almost there. Well, that was quite exciting. That brings us to Superintendent's Report. Mr. Lavender.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, President Wilkie, board members. Just a few things. Number one, I want to commend the staffs at Pace, Vista Grande, and Casa Grande Union for a fantastic start of the school year. Everything's been going very well. We had wonderful open houses last Thursday night. I know Mrs. Jordan was able to share with me her insights as well. So we're just so proud of all the staff for all their hard work in this smooth transition. We have completed some informal factual bond presentations to all three staffs, as well as the Rotary Club, the Chamber of Commerce, and we will be continuing to do those. One of the new ideas the Casa Grande Dispatch brought out this year, as they do the Athletes of the Week, they're now doing the Teacher of the Week, and Vista Grande had the first Teacher of the Week, Wendy Spencer, who was our EL teacher at Vista. So we'll be recognizing her soon when we get the poster from the newspaper. Also, last week, we did our first Commitment to Excellence Awards for the year. At Casa Grande Union, Maria Navarro. At Vista, our new band teacher, Alexander Moore. And here at the district office in our HR department, Maria Paradas Ramirez will all recognize. So congratulations to them. And then we have some students that have been recognized. The Arizona Cardinals named an all-state team, and they named Nisi Armstrong from our flag football team, Kayla Tacker from our flag football team, and Avion Williams from our boys football team, and they participated in that. And then Saturday night during the preseason game, Nisi and Kayla participated in a game during halftime. Nisi had a catch and a sack. Kayla had a touchdown pass. And this just continues a hot month that Kayla has had going back to Canton, Ohio, playing on ESPN, where she had 2 touchdowns in a game. She was nominated as one of the top 5 flag football players in the country. And they will be narrowing it to 2 in December. And then those 2 will be invited to the NFL Awards Show, which is done a couple days in front of the Super Bowl. Also, recently, AZ Central did a vote for who's the best receiver in the state, and she received over 5,000 votes. The next closest to her, I think, had 2,300 votes. I told her she had more votes than I did when I ran for council. And so also today we were notified the Best of the Grande, or the Greatest of the Grande, is coming out. And our new principal from Vista Grande, Kevin Hubbard, is a finalist for the Greatest Principal. The Best School, Vista Grande, is also a nominee there. And this is a new category this year we really don't know a whole lot about yet, but it's called Atmosphere. And and Vista was nominated for that. And then at Union, the head football coach, Mark Luna, is one of the 3 finalists, and the DECA teacher, David Carter, is one of the 3 finalists. Next week kind of is the beginning of the college season for all of our graduates from the class of 2025, and we have students that have spread out all over the country as well as all over the state, and we want to wish these students the very best as they take these next chapters in their lives or career. And that's my report tonight, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, we'll move into matters reserved for board action. Mr. Lavender.
Yes, sir. So the first item tonight is approval of a letter written by myself on behalf of the board for NRS Logos. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Logios, yeah, Logios.
That's asking for support for a foreign trade zone, which allows them to be taxed at 5%. This company is projected to bring an annual investment into our community of $90 million, employing 90 people at average salaries of $41,000. And I recommend to the board that they approve myself signing this letter in support of the foreign trade zone, and I can stand for any questions.
Any questions from the board?
Is it a request that they're making of us? Is that how?
Contacted us.
Okay, so then why wouldn't they have somebody here to make that request themselves?
I can't answer that.
Okay.
Maybe
I
Mr. Wilkie would like
I
to
can
answer that.
speak because I work with them on this. They actually approached us, the city, and asked, we're looking for a foreign trade zone. And as part of the process, they have to obtain a letter of support from all the taxing entities. So it's not just the high school district, it's the elementary school district, it's CAC, it's the Central Arizona Project, it's CAVIT, and then there's the flood district, the library district. So there's 11 or 12 taxing entities that they have in here. And they didn't have anybody here. We told them we would be bringing this letter forward with them. I can answer questions related to the foreign trade zone if you want, just because I've done with a number of these. It's important to note that they're asking for this reclassification for foreign trade zone, and for the foreign trade zone, their property is left 40 acres. They're asking to initiate a subzone for that 40 acres, but only the tax benefit will only pertain to that percentage, that smaller percentage that is actually activated. So a number of things go into a foreign trade zone. They have to additional security. They have to have detailed reporting, and there's a number of other things that they have to do in order to qualify as a foreign trade zone. Okay. And so the net benefit to the community, as he says, is there's 90 jobs that it's creating, but it's going to also have indirect and direct additional jobs of about 25, 26. And I have some numbers here just because that's what I do. Approximately $5 million in direct and indirect induced impact on business and consumer spending on an annual basis. And then additional taxes on products and imports is about $500,000 to $600,000. So that's what I can tell you about the foreign trade zone and the reason.
All right. And if those projections don't come to fruition, is there any kind of a backstop for the district that because like right now they're only sitting at 30. Well, what if it stays at 30 and it's not 90 million, it's far less. So like
okay, the 90 million is actually their capital investment for the buildings that are already up. So they've already invested the capital investment. There's additional things that they will be purchasing and ultimately, hopefully, expanding their operations. But at this point, it's a $90 million in capital investment and the jobs that we're seeing at this point. So the jobs are going to grow just like any business. You don't start off at the 90. You don't start off at 100%. You start off and they just went and had the grand opening just a few months ago, actually. So they'll be spinning up and working with CAC and with the city to help them get their workforce up and running.
Okay.
So,
because I mean, I don't want to be a downer, but I also I've got concerns with the company itself and following it through on their end of the bargain. And then also for the kind of facility that it is and the work that they're doing, 41,000 seems awfully low.
And they will do a market assessment, and they will be basing their employment compensation based on what the market is. And you're correct, 41,000 is a little bit less than.
I would hope so, because
this is what they've provided to us. But each company, when they come in, they have to take a look at the market rate going, and they'll take a look at all the other companies, and then they'll position themselves from a strategic point of view for hiring those wages.
Okay, yeah, because at that rate, they'll never hit 90. I mean, it's dangerous work, and you're dealing with toxic chemicals, and it's a little light.
It is
Personally.
it's a logistics company. It's not a
Yeah.
manufacturing company.
Right, but they're still dealing with chemicals.
Transportation of the chemicals and all. Any other questions? If not, I will ask for a motion. Accept a motion.
I move to approve the foreign trade zone letter of support for NRS Logos as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Mr. Hayes?
No?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
No.
And Mr. Wilkie?
Yes. Okay. Mr. Lavender.
Item number two tonight is some updated on some policies from ASBA. These are the first reading, recommending approval, and can answer any questions.
Any questions from the board? If not, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve the first reading of ASBA Policy Advisory 907 through 914 as presented.
So I'll second.
We have a motion and second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Mr. Hayes?
Yes?
Mr. Harrington?
Yes.
Mr. Jordan?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkie?
Yes. Mr. Lavender.
Item number 3 is approval of our 301 performance pay plan for the year. The district this year is expected to receive $4.4 million in funding for Proposition 301, which was a voter-approved initiative to support teacher salaries. The funds can only go to classroom teachers, not support or administrative staff. Each classroom teacher receives $14,841.27 in their base pay from these $4.4 million. The proposition requires a performance pay component that staff must vote to approve before the governing boards approve. The performance pay stipend this year is $1,000. The staff has been surveyed, and by a vote of 67-0, they support the plan. And the plan is if a teacher receives in their evaluation all satisfactory rankings, they're eligible for the plan. If they receive any rankings that are not satisfactory and they're put on a plan of improvement, they do not receive the plan. The district also has a tradition of offering the same $1,000 stipend to the approximately 200 staff, support staff, and administrators who are not eligible for 301 funds. These performance-based stipends are paid out of maintenance and operations and cost the district about $242,000. We recommend approval of this plan, and I can answer any questions.
All right. Any questions from any of the board members?
Is the support staff held to the same satisfactory?
Yes.
Seeing no other questions or comments, I will accept a motion.
I will move to approve the fiscal year 2026 Proposition 301 performance pay plan as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Mr. Hayes?
Yes?
Harrington?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkie?
Yes. Mr. Lavender.
Item number D is approval of our evaluation procedures and guidelines for the 25-26 school year. This is our second year that we're recommending the use of the 5D rubric for instructional growth and teacher evaluation out of the University of Washington. Again, for non-continuing teachers with less than 3 years consecutive, they're broken into two categories: non-continuing teachers who have less than 3 years consecutive full-time with their district, and continuing teachers that have more than 3. Teachers go through an inquiry cycle in which they and their evaluators sit down. They talk about areas that they want to focus on, and then they look at a cycle. During the cycle, I want to focus on that. If I do this, then we should get this. And so for non-continuing teachers, we're requiring 2 inquiry cycles, and 3 are recommended. 1 cycle must be completed before November 15th, and then there must be 60 days between the first cycle and the second cycle, 60 calendar days. Continuing teachers, we are requiring one inquiry cycle, and we're recommending 2. This year, our district is focusing on indicators SE5, which is student talk, and CEC2, which is learning routines. Our schools at PACE, they're focusing on student self-assessment. Union is focusing on ownership of learning, and Vista is looking at learning, focusing on learning targets connected to the standards. And then we also have our PLC teams. They meet on Wednesday afternoons, and we're looking for all staff to focus on PCC1, which is collaboration with peers and administration to improve student learning, and communication within the school community about student progress. And so in there, is the process for how we will go through those inquiry cycles. One of the things we do is, as an administration team, we do learning walks on Mondays. We've done one with Union already. We've done one with Vista. The first 2 was to work with the school, kind of what is the vision, what are our goals. But then next Monday, we will be walking through classrooms with Union, identifying trends to be able to work on these trends. And then the state requires on each evaluation that there's a scoring component. And that scoring component starts in number 8 and goes through the end of the document. It's the same that we did last year. And I can answer any questions.
Any questions from the board?
Just curious how the feeling was, how it went last year with this kind of new system.
It was a good start. I think people are starting to see that 5D is really a progression to what we would consider the ideal state, or which is the distinguished. The evaluation instrument's a little different, because the distinguished is a high honor. Normally it's highly proficient, but a lot of evaluation instruments, highly proficient or highly performing, but distinguished really goes to that. And the distinguished category and all that really looks at what the students are doing and how the students are showing their learning that the teacher is guiding them through. And so it's a work in progress, but there was, again, people have been very supportive in moving forward, and we started to see some, although our test results at this time are embargoed, we are seeing some positive trends with our academic performance.
Anyone else? If not, I'll accept a motion.
Move to approve the evaluation procedures and guidelines for SY 2025 through 2026 as presented.
A second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Mr. Lavender.
Item number E is approval of a contract with Southwest Educational Center. Southwest Educational Center is a school that operates over by the Cracker Barrel where the Border Patrol is. They're able to offer some specialized instruction in some high needs, special needs areas that they combine multiple school districts to serve multiple school districts. Because it can get very costly for school districts to have a small number of students that meet those needs. So by combining them, we can combine resources. So this is a contract for them to provide transportation services, or work with transportation to provide transportation services, as well as educational programming for some of our level D students. And Tina Daniels, our Director of Academics, or Student Success, is up here tonight at the podium as well, if you have any questions for her or I.
How do they qualify for that? Like students, like how are?
So we're looking at students and their ability to access instruction.
Okay.
So if we see that they need a more restrictive environment, so those students who need a smaller class size, smaller school setting would be placed in those tuition down schools. Oftentimes these students have higher eligibility needs, as well as educational. They might be emotionally, have some emotional eligibilities as well.
Okay.
Any additional questions or comments? If not, I will accept a motion.
I move to approve the Southwest Education Center service contract for school year. Okay, contract for, I think it should say 2026.
Yeah.
There's an extra number in there
7 in there.
as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Mr. Lavender.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkie. Our next item tonight is item number F. Sitting in the front row, the closest to the door, is our new athletic director, Ruth Ann Miller from Vista Grande High School. She's doing a fantastic job. And she brought an innovative idea to me recently. And that is, we know through the Search Institute that for kids to thrive, three things have to be present. Number one is they have to have a spark or a hobby. Number two, they have to have the ability to develop that spark or hobby. And number three, they need mentoring. Now, we offer a wide range of athletic programs, arts programs in our district, clubs and things like that. But one of the things we do not offer is a competitive weightlifting and powerlifting program. There are some states, or there are some high schools in the state of Arizona that do offer this, not through the AIA. This is not an AIA sanctioned thing. So one of the things Ms. Miller went through and says, Vista currently right now does not have a swim team at Vista. So union's proportion of stipends for coaches is higher than Vista's our allotment of coaching by $14,000. And so what she's proposing is taking the stipend that we already pay for the after-school person who runs the weight room and making it into a competitive training to prepare these kids to compete in competitions around the state in weightlifting and powerlifting. Some of the schools that are already doing it are Metro Tech, which is in West Phoenix, Chandler High School, Valley Christian High School, Dobson High School, which is in Mesa, Mountain Ridge High School, I believe, is in Gilbert. Queen Creek High School, obviously, is in Queen Creek, and Tulsa's obviously in Tulsa. I'm excited about this activity because I think it provides a different type of activity for some students that we don't normally have, that students are interested in doing this type of competitions. We did set the limit, I believe, in the paperwork that there needed to be 20 students involved in the program to be able to do this. And so myself or Mrs. Miller are here to answer any questions that you may have. I also provided, we did talk to our trust, which is our insurance company, and got some advice from them on different things to do as well, in making sure that the weight room is as safe as possible for our athletes.
Any questions? I do have one question and this is, similar to other coaching, is there's going to be a certified person who is certified in powerlifting.
Absolutely. I already have certified coaches in weightlifting and powerlifting who have applied. They're definitely excited and on board with growing this program.
All right.
I'm excited for it. It'll be good. I think you'll be shocked how many kids will actually do it.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you.
You have no
I think
problem with the numbers.
It's an area that kids want to do.
Yeah. All right. With that, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve to create the Vista Grande High School powerlifting and weightlifting teams and to reallocate the current weight room supervisor and vacant swimming program stipend to weightlifting and powerlifting teams, coaching stipends as presented.
Well, second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Mr. Lavender.
Thank you. Our next is item number G, and we took a hard look at our ESI programs. I think there are 11
teachers.
Teachers involved in this. So when we think of our ESI, there are four different. I'm sorry.
ESS.
ESS. There are four different levels. Level A are students that have some learning difficulties or disabilities, that they can be in regular classrooms and receive support from the regular ed teacher with some modifications and overseen by the special ed teacher, but they're in the regular classes all day. That is level A. Level B are students that are in classes most of the day, but may get pulled out for some extra help in math, extra help in reading or science when they need it. For the most part, we want them in the regular classes all day. Level C are students that need to be more in a more smaller self-contained classroom for most of the day, but there are classes that we try to get them out. Maybe they can participate in PE class or a band class or a life skills class in some of those. That's level C. And then level D, these are students that are in a self-contained program for pretty much the entire day. And these are some of the students that we talked about with Southwest. A lot of them are in level D. These classes are usually very small in size. There's a ratio of sometimes 2 students to every adult. Sometimes we have one-on-one in these classes. But what we're trying to do is put these students in the least restrictive environment for their educational purposes. So Ms. Daniels went through these 11 positions and really looked at what are the demands of this position and things like that. And one of the things we want to make sure that we have with all of our teachers is that they have a 30-minute uninterrupted lunch and they get a planning period every day. And so by going through that, but in a self-contained program, it's a day-to-day. Somebody may be having a crisis type situation, a behavior and stuff like that, where the teacher that day may not get to their planned period and stuff like that. And so what we're recommending for each of these teachers, because these positions can be hard to fill, is a $1,200 stipend, hard to fill stipend, because we know there are times during the year that they're going to be pulled out to do some certain things in that, because they're really monitoring their students on a daily basis, ongoing. And there's just times that when they're having their plan period, their students are still in class with their assistants in that. And so that's what we're recommending there for the hard to fill positions. I think if there's anything else.
There was one additional position. Mr. Sales is working he's going to be working 6 periods a day. Because of the number of students that we have at Vista Grande, it's necessary that we have a 6th period for him because of his certificate and his experience working with these types of students. They would be with him for between 3 and 4 periods a day, depending on where they're at. Our goal with those students would be to help them transition back in to being with their non-disabled peers as quickly as possible and not transition to a level D, which is our TOS. So we're trying to build that bridge. And so with him, his class sizes, if we kept him at 5 periods a day, the class size would be pretty large for that group of students. And so we wanted to take it down to a more reasonable number, and he would work all 6 periods. We're asking for a 6/5 for him. And because of that, we would not be asked, well, I can't remember, the 6/5 plus the 1,200, I don't believe he'll get the 1,200.
You would not get the 1,200,
Right.
you would get the 6/5 because it's substantially more.
Right. So.
All right, are there any questions from the board?
With this change, are we still kind of within our budget of kind of where we want to be as a district?
All of this is coming from our IDA, Individuals with Disabilities Education Act funds. So it's not coming out of our M&O.
Okay.
And so the answer to that is yes.
Sounds good.
And also, if the funding isn't available next year, we'll have to look at all of these because they are coming out of IDA. We'd have to look at it. But I think it's important that we recognize these teachers who work so hard to support these students with unique eligibilities.
It seems to me these are hard to fill positions, very hard to fill. It's hard to fill some teacher positions as it is. These, I imagine, just the type of work they're doing with these students with special needs. I think that makes it even harder, I would imagine.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions or comments from the board? With that, I will accept a motion.
I move to approve the hard-to-fill center-based ESS stipends as presented.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Yes. Mr. Lavender.
Thank you. Item number H is the state seal of arts proficiency. This is an idea that was brought to us by Casa Grande Union High School by their guitar teacher and their band director, Mr. Hebda. This is a new thing the Department of Education is offering. I put a memo in your packet kind of explaining it, but the eligibility is a student must have a B average. They must complete at least 4 high school credits of something in the arts, whether it be a single discipline like dance, music, theater, or a combination of 3 in one discipline, 1 in an additional, or 2 and 2. And then they have to do a capstone project. And in there were several examples of capstone projects. What we're asking for tonight is approval for Casa Grande Union to submit a request to the Department of Education, which is due on September 15th, for them to submit this so the Department of Education approves this, so our students that are very involved in the arts can get this proficiency seal as part of their graduation when they graduate from here.
I think that's an excellent idea. I like it.
It's pretty impressive, the capstone, just reading through them.
Yeah, it is.
Any other questions or comments by the board?
So we're just approving the ability to apply, and then ADE, for whatever reason, not saying that they would, could be like, thanks, but no thanks.
They have the final authority
Okay.
to approve the program or not. Yes, sir.
All right.
And they need your approval for them to apply.
Gotcha.
All right. I will accept a motion.
I move to approve the district submission of the application for and subsequent implementation of the Arizona State Seal of Arts Proficiency Program as presented.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Mr. Lavender.
Our last tonight is approval of donations, and we are very appreciative of several generous donations this month. Pace received a $500 donation from the Addo Foundation, which is the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy. The Casa Grande Union Trap and Skeet Club received $500 from the Casa Grande Police Officers Association. Our freshman success teacher, Mr. Owenby, received a donation of 150 notebooks, 90 drawstring bags, and 400 pencils and other supplies from Black Eagle Apparel. Casa Grande Union High School also received $50 from Abbott Cider Grant, $72.85 from the American Online Giving Foundation, and $357.92 from Ohio Pile Prints. And the district received $400 in school and office supplies for students and teachers from Commanding Officer Cheryl Galloway from the Salvation Army of Casa Grande, and I believe she is sitting here tonight as well. So we recommend approval, and we are very appreciative of all these donations.
I approve that we receive the following donations with thanks.
See how we're just excited to do this. It's like, any other comments? But yes, absolutely. We've got a motion. Do we have a second?
I will second. And yes, we are always appreciative. So thank you to our community.
Yes. So we have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. That brings us to our consent agenda portion of our meeting. All items listed under the consent agenda actioned in one vote unless a board member would like to remove any for additional conversation, discussion, or clarification. Is there any motion, any questions anybody would like to take off the agenda? If not, I will accept a motion from.
I will make a motion to accept the consent agenda items A through H. 30.
And I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes. That brings us to our public comment portion of the meeting, and I have one speaker request. So Ms. Calloway, please come up. We'll have 3 minutes. State your name and
Can I speak here? Is this-
Absolutely, that's
Okay,
perfect.
Newbie, so thank you very much. It's not Cheryl Galloway, but Sherry Calloway that when Jeff Lavender mentioned, so just thought I'd correct that. But we were very honored to be able to have a back to school event giveaway this year. We helped the elementary school district. And then I got to meet with Tina Ogle, and I don't know if you can hear me all right, but I got to meet with Tina, meet her for the first time and donate all the supplies. We may still have more to donate. We've given out a bunch at our food pantry that we have, and I want to to try to fill my 3 minutes with telling you what Salvation Army does in Casa Grande. All the money that we raise here stays in Casa Grande. We help the community. If we get raise more money with our red kettles at Christmas, we get to give out more emergency fuel for people trying to put gas in their car to get to job interviews or medical appointments. We give out when we can a motel night or two to try to keep the homeless in a shower and a soft bed for a little bit. We wish there was a shelter, but there's not. So it's important for us to raise more money so that we can help more people in the community. We have a food pantry 3 days a week, and we've had double the people helped in July from June and May. It's just been amazing how many have come. We do homeless bags. We have hygiene kits. We have blankets, mats, sleeping bags that we give out. Our office is just down the block here, 2 blocks across the street from the Casa Grande Middle School. And I have business cards with me. I would love to, if anybody has questions, I would love to answer. If I can speak anywhere in town that you know of, I would love to tell people more about what Salvation Army does. We've been here for years and years, but funding issues have made us a little less effective. So we're working on that. And we love this community and love to help the needy. One thing we did try to target with our back to school supplies was we went to the liaisons for the homeless families and the migrant workers. So that's how we targeted Tina and then Zeta Boudreaux at the elementary and Marina Perez. So we're trying to focus on the neediest, but all the supplies were for any teacher, anyone that needs. We like to help the teachers spend less of their personal money on stocking their schoolrooms. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I have one comment actually.
Yes.
That piggybacks on that I don't know if this is the right time for it, but
I think we're at public comment and we can't discuss anything not on the agenda. But
it wasn't mentioned from Mr. Lavender, but at my last Rotary meeting, we did find out that our district is doing a drive for our homeless student population. And I just wanted to mention that we are collecting items as a district, like personal hygiene, blow-up mattresses, bicycles, anything to help our homeless students. So those that are kind of migrant don't have a steady home. So I just wanted to put that shout out that if anyone can help, that is going on right now. So
thank you for the public service announcement.
yes, you're welcome.
All right, that brings us to the adjournment motion.
We move to adjourn.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Mary, please call for the vote.
Yes.
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 We stand adjourned. Thank you very much for coming tonight.